Hi everyone, it's the EnglishSimmer here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're getting in the festive mood and I'm going to be talking you guys through 2019, the year as a whole when it comes to The Sims 4 releases. So I know some of you may be receiving The Sims 4 base game for Christmas. You may be receiving some packs that came out this year of 2019, aka the 5th year that The Sims 4 has been around. Yes, we are dragging out The Sims 4 lifespan. We are squeezing every last bit of Calplant essence out of The Sims 4 Plum Bob. So with you guys maybe receiving packs or looking to buy some packs with gift cards for this festive period, I'm going to be talking you through all the DLC that came out for The Sims 4 throughout 2019 and kind of discussing, is it worth it? Is it not worth it? Would you be interested in buying it in a little roundup video? And speaking of the holidays and giving and receiving gifts, I want to give a shout out to my channel sponsor, Elgato. They are actually sponsoring this video, so there is a link down in my description which will take you through to all of their products. You guys know I love Elgato. I use them every single video. I am currently using their Keylight whilst recording this to give me my studio lighting. But if you guys want to be in with a chance of winning an Elgato Keylight, definitely go check out my Twitter. My pinned tweet should be a giveaway for a Keylight. So Elgato have offered me a Keylight to give away to one of you guys this holiday period. If you are a gamer, if you're a streamer, definitely go check that out. It's an amazing opportunity and really big thank you to Elgato for providing me with that to give away to you guys, because I want to give back to you all for supporting me this year. So definitely go check that out. So the first pack that we received, I think it was in February of 2019, was a game pack and it was The Sims 4 Strangerville. This was a new one, definitely to The Sims 4. This was kind of a story-based pack, the first of its kind for The Sims 4, in which you had to go through a story to defeat an alien thing. I don't want to give too many spoilers just in case you guys are looking to buy Strangerville, but basically the town is infected and you have to find out why the town is infected. So to start off, create a sim. I quite like create a sim in Strangerville. However, one of the things I will say about create a sim in Strangerville, it does have items that can be used for elders. The age range is pretty good minus children, because 2019 was not the year for kids content in The Sims 4. But what year has been for kids content? So it's quite good, it's quite versatile among all ages. However, outside of the Strangerville game pack, I don't feel as if Create a Sim is very versatile. I think you have to use it in Strangerville. It has a very like Western vibe to it, and I can't really see you getting a lot of use. However, there are some standout pieces. I really like the pilot's jacket and I really loved the braided hair. I did enjoy build and buy mode. However, I will say there weren't that many interactive items. Obviously, a lot of these items had to do with the military career if they were interactive. The military career is great. It's been a staple of The Sims all throughout its lifetime. So if you do want to get your hands on that career, it is an inactive career. You kind of send your Sims off to work, or you can have them stay at home and then do like preparation tasks. I think it's kind of a mix, if I can remember correctly. I enjoyed the story. I very much enjoyed playing it through. I don't really think I'll be playing it more than once. I did a let's play of it. I completed the story and I enjoyed it, but I can't see myself going back unless I have like a craving to replay the storyline. So that kind of sucks. It doesn't really have a big replayability factor. And although I love Strangerville Ville as a world, I always start new save files. And that world is pretty unlivable unless you complete the story, because all the townies, if you start a new save, they'll all be infected and they'll all be walking around like zombies. So it doesn't really have that much playability to me because I find the townies very distracting. Moving on to number 2 of the DLC we got in 2019, and that is the first expansion pack of the year, which was Island Living. So this was announced at EA Play and got released pretty soon afterwards. It was a great pack to have for the summertime. I will say the best part of this expansion pack is definitely the world. I know that people got through the gameplay content very, very quickly. I was definitely disappointed with mermaids. I was hoping that mermaids would play more of a pivotal role, or they would have like an arc to them. There wasn't really any story with mermaids. They're kind of just there, and I definitely have to say I think they're the most disappointing occult in The Sims 4 that we've had so far. I do like the gameplay as a whole. I got super into it, but I do think you're gonna get most of your usage out of Island Living if you live in Sulani. Sulani is beautiful. It's the most gorgeous world we have for The Sims 4. But if you can't see yourself living there frequently, I would say this probably isn't worth it for you. I did really like Create a Sim. I do still think that it skewed quite young, which was slightly disappointing because it seemed that the expansion pack really focused on community. However, there wasn't that many items that I felt like skewed towards elders. I think overall, if you have Sims 4 Seasons, then Island Living is probably a good expansion for you to buy because you obviously get access to way more summer clothes. I absolutely love the fashion. I think it's something super different that we've not had in The Sims 4 thus far. Next up, we have the Black Sheep of 2019, the stuff pack that I thought I was going to hate, but actually really enjoyed, and that is the Sims 4 Moschino stuff. I will say Create a Sim was slightly disappointing. I knew that we were gonna get Anglo versions of items. I knew that they were going to have Moschino stamped on them, which they did, and unfortunately there weren't Simlish versions. I was actually expecting more Create a Sim, but this pack really shines when it comes to photography. I really like the freelancer career. Yes, there were a lot of issues with that when it first came out. I think those have all been fixed. I haven't used it more so recently, which is very unfortunate for this video, but I do actually really like the photography. I think especially if you are a family player, then the backdrops and also the tripod and camera make this super useful because you can take photos and you can really add to your memories. In my Heyday Let's Play all throughout this year, I had a whole memory wall that we just took photos of. Like if you're sending your kids off to prom, yes, I know prom doesn't exist in The Sims 4, but you can make it so that it does exist using your imagination. I took pictures of all of my families. It's really, really versatile, and I actually really liked Moschino stuff. Also, build and buy mode was incredible. I love all of the items that came with it. And there were like 7 new gameplay objects, which was way more than any other stuff pack we've ever had in 2019. I would say Moschino ties in really well to your game if you already own Get Famous. I think those two go very hand in hand. If you like the celebrity luxury lifestyle, then I would say Moschino is pretty worth it for you. The 4th release of 2019 for the Sims team was actually Realm of Magic. This was the 2nd game pack of the year, and I'm not gonna lie, this one kind of fell a little bit flat for me. I was really looking forward to finally having magic in The Sims 4. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I thoroughly enjoyed the gameplay. I thought the gameplay was really fun, but again, it seemed to be very surface level, kind of like Strangerville, kind of like Island Living. I saw a lot of people in the community saying that they got through the gameplay really, really quickly, which I can definitely see happening because there's actually not that many spells, especially if you are just focused on one line of magic. You can actually get that completed really quickly if you like pour time into it. And also, I was really disappointed in this pack because kids really didn't get anything. I feel like this whole year, people have just wanted to see more content for families and for kids and for different life stages other than young adult. However, Realm of Magic just really hit home that the team aren't focusing on that at the minute. I would have just loved to see some animations of like a toddler sneezing and like sparkles coming out of their nose. Like they couldn't really control their magic if they were a spellcaster. I had kids in my Realm of Magic Let's Play and they were pretty much useless. I thought familiars were really disappointing. The fact that you couldn't interact with them at all, it just didn't seem like a super magical pack to me. I enjoyed learning magic and I enjoyed my own personal storyline, but I think my biggest gripe with The Sims 4 at the moment is unless you have the imagination to drive a storyline and create some dramatic like content and just want to be able to play your own story. If you don't have that imagination and if you don't know like what it takes to do that in the game's just very samey. There's not really any negative side effects to anything. If you argue with a sim, they just start chatting with you like straight away afterwards. The game just feels like there's no effect or no like substance to your Sims. And I think that is just a problem with The Sims 4 in general at the moment. I think that's been a problem since base game, but as they're releasing more and more content, it's just becoming more and more apparent that something at the core of The Sims 4, hey, that rhymed, just feels lacking. And maybe that's because we're 5 years into it and we are feeling like we're not really getting anything new and substantial. I don't know, but I feel like that's just one main gripe of The Sims 4 recently, and it's really disappointing. And then finally, the savior in my eyes of 2019 releases for The Sims 4 was Discover University, the second expansion pack of the year, and I thoroughly enjoy Discover University. I think the Creator Sim is some of the best Creator Sim ever in The Sims. I genuinely love it. The Sims team just like seemed to have an idea in mind. They went for it. They went all out in it. I love build and buy mode. I think the dorms work really, really well. I think I have the least negative things to say about Discover University than I do for most of the packs that have ever been released for The Sims 4. It's not my favorite expansion pack in The Sims 4 lifetime, but I really like it. Basically, what I think The Sims 4 Discover University does is just add some of that spark that we've been missing. It helps you to give depth and backstory to your Sims. University was definitely needed. I said like last year, I think that I could take university right now, but I didn't need it. That was until I got my hands on Discover University, and now I don't think I could give it back. I will say the gameplay is quite samey. You obviously have to attend lectures, you have to do all the same homework, no matter what degree you take, but that's pretty realistic in my eyes. I feel like a lot of people's university experience is quite similar, so that's not really a complaint to me. I just love how much depth Discover University can give to a sim. I think the amount of degrees introduced was absolutely perfect. I think there's enough range there to keep you coming back to university, whether your sim is a young adult or an elder. I really do think there's something in this pack for everyone, and I feel like it just added that gameplay depth that we really needed in 2019. It was the most realistic pack that we got this year. Every other pack just seemed to be a one-off experience. So you had Realm of Magic, and you're not always going to play with spellcasters, you're not always going to play with occults. Island Living came with a gorgeous world, but you don't always want to live in a tropical world. And Strangerville obviously had very one-off gameplay that you're not going to play all the time because you just get burnt out on the storyline because it is the same every single time you play it. So University just added that realism that I really think 2019 needed and the Sims community needed. I've definitely seen the most love for Discover University. Obviously, if like education isn't your thing, then Discover University probably isn't for you. I do wish that it came with more aspirations and that it came with more traits. I feel like University is a time for your Sims to explore who they really are, and there wasn't really a lot of that shown in the personality wise, but I do love the realism of it, and like I said, Discover University is definitely my saving grace of this year. So there we have it. That is my quick review rundown of 2019 when it comes to the Sims 4 DLC. Let me know how you guys felt about the DLC we got this year. I genuinely love hearing people's differing opinions. Let me know what was your favorite pack of this year, what was your least favorite pack of this year. I would definitely say my two standouts are Discover University and also Moschino. I also love Sulani. Sulani has a special place in my heart, but Island Living was slightly lacking for me. I just would have loved to see that expansion go a little bit deeper. No pun intended. And if you have any of these packs on your Christmas wish list, what are you most hoping for? What are you likely to buy after watching this video? Thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you guys have some amazing holidays. If you don't celebrate Christmas, then just enjoy this time of year. I hope you have a good one, and I will speak to you all in my next video. Bye guys!